Okay, hi. We're just going to show you a quick demo of how we visualize NSG flow logs. So an NSG flow log is looking at the rules and firewalls and just show you how many people are trying to attack your environment, how many people are trying to get into your environment, where are they coming from, and what ports are they using to try and look at your environment. So with that, what I'm going to do is hand over to my colleague Adam. He's just going to show us a little demo of how we can view the NSG flow logs using a Power BI template that is downloaded for free from Microsoft. So over to you, Adam, just to show this dashboard.
Sure. So we've got a really simple Power BI template here. It's available from Microsoft, so it's accessible to everyone. So we're just going to go ahead and open that up. And that's going to give us a little box that's going to ask us for some details just of the storage account and the amount of logs that we want to view with this template. So that's the storage account that's set up for your NSG flow logs. So it's really simple. When you go into the Power BI application, it'll get you to sign in with your Azure AD account, and that's how it has got that connection to your tenant. So it's aware of the storage accounts you have. So you would just put the storage account name in there exactly as it says, and then just the number of logs that you want to view. And due to the way the NSG flow logs work, it will write to that log file once every hour. So if, for example, you wanted to view a day's worth of logs, you'd put 24 log files in there. So it keeps it nice and easy. So we're just going to switch to the template that we've got open already. So this is the dashboard that you'll get when you load in all the data and all the logs from the NSG. So the first thing you can see up in the corner here is the top talkers. So that's basically showing you what your network is talking out to, what's coming in. So it's showing all these public IP addresses here. So they could be random websites, anything that your machines on your network are accessing. And then down here, it's showing what ports are in use. So you can see the majority sort of piece there is port 443. So that's your HTTPS traffic there. But you've got a lot of just random ports. And then down here, you can see the total amount of flows through that NSG. So that's 114,000. So while a lot of that is going to be taken up by web traffic and stuff like that, there's also going to be a lot of sort of random traffic, random people trying to get into your network, trying to sort of RDP to your machine, so 3389, things like that. And you can see that all on this dashboard. So as well over here, you've got sort of direction of the flows, whether it's an allow or deny. You can see here what rules have been triggered. So you've got an allow internet rule that's been triggered here, but you can see the biggest rule that's been triggered is this deny all inbound rule here. So that's people trying to access your network and your machines that the NSG is then blocking. So that is the rule that's been triggered most often, and you can see here that that's 110,000 triggers of that rule. So really the majority of that 114,000 triggers of the flow logs
It's unwanted
is
traffic,
taken
isn't
up
it?
by by all that unwanted traffic. It's all been denied there by the NSG, which is really good. But we need to drill down into it a little bit and see where exactly that traffic's coming from, what they're trying to do there. And then we have just a custom rule here for some allow rules there, which is a tiny fraction of the traffic, really. So what we'll do is we'll come over to the filters here on the right hand side. And what we're going to do is set it up so that it'll show us port 3389 and port 22. So that'll be RDP traffic and SSH traffic. So we'll just switch it to advanced filtering. And then basically what we need to do is tell it what ports we want to show. So that'll show values that are equal to 3389. And then down here, we'll do the same and just put in 22 there. So we'll go ahead and apply that filter, which will refresh the dashboard over here. And that'll just take a second just because it's going through quite a lot of data. We've got this set to the past 7 days on this dashboard, so it's really got quite a bit of data to work through. So that will just take a second.
It didn't take this long last time. Weird.
No, it's a bit weird. We're trying it out as we go.
Yeah, that's done. It's
So
not
yeah, that
working.
looks like it's not
No.
working, to be fair. So
Okay. Well, what about the or let's just do 3389 and let's just see if that will.
yeah, let's
I think we broke the filter.
yeah, let's just
Let's whack a
take
new
that
one in.
out and
Yeah.
whack a new one in. Um, so destination port.
There we go.
So there we go.
Looks like a
That's a lot
3389.
better. So that's now showing port 3389. And as you can see, it's coming from all these public IP addresses, and there's really quite a lot of them there. So we can see that the number of flows is 545. So that means it's that rule has been triggered 545 times for sort of inbound RDP traffic. And luckily in this case, it's all been denied through our deny all inbound rule. But you can really see the amount of times that's tried to be accessed in only 7 days. So it just
Yeah.
goes to prove that people are out there trying to get on your network, trying to access your machines, and you really do need to have it locked down in order to be secure. If this rule wasn't in place, then although they might not have the password, if you have a simple password, an insecure password, sort of generic usernames, things like that, they could get through those quite easily, just through brute force. And that's really not what you want to be happening. You really need to keep these people off your network, obviously. So yeah, that's showing just the
Brilliant.
amount of people that are out there trying to get in, really.
Nice one. Thanks, Adam. That was really good. So, yeah, we've just kind of shown, if you don't lock these things down, sometimes by default they're left open as well, and we see quite a few customers that leave these things open, and what you're basically doing is inviting. It works out to be about at least 80 attempts a day from various IPs around the world trying to hack into your systems, and all they would need to do is either guess your password, do a brute force attack, like Adam said, and they'll be into your systems. So what we need to do is block them using these NSGs or using a third-party firewall, and also how do we look at what's happening, and that's what these NSG flow logs help us to do. So yeah, well, maybe hopefully that was useful. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Thanks, Adam.